Dudes, follow the rules. Rule 1, better watch who you trust, cause most cats would rather see you flat than fat. Remember that. Rule 2, don't matter what the next man do, stay on your square. The game's cold, but it's fair. Rule 3, business is business, so get your money. You let some personal shit ruin that, then you a dummy. Rule 4, let a hoe be a hoe. Behind closed doors, a cool nigga probably ran through a few of yours. Cool niggas do they thing, they don't talk about it. Cool niggas shine without trying to, they just do. Cool niggas use sex as a weapon. On the real, cool niggas hear smooth shit and start stepping. Cool niggas avoid drama, try to stay out of that. Boys and determination, they got a lot of that. So cool, if you see one, acknowledge them, give them a pound, he'll show you love back. That's how cool niggas get down.
You know, I tell a female, if love don't come with that vagina, I'm cool. It may be I'm seeking too much love out here, because I know I'll never receive that unconditional love that only a mother can give a son. My mother never verbally told me she loved me. You ever heard the saying, your actions speak louder than your words? And that was never more true when it came to my mother. You know how I knew my mother really loved me? She carried me for 9 months. At one point, we were considered a single biological unit. My mother made sure I had clothes on my back, made sure I had food to eat, made sure I had a safe place to sleep at night. That's love. See, my mother was about that action. She wasn't about that talk. You dig? A lot of women about that talk. I love you, but can you get this little handbag? A woman can easily say, I love you, and sleep with someone behind your back. A woman can easily say, I love you, and only want money up out of you. Love is easy to say. Showing love is the issue. Now today, I have a man on the phone. He's going to hit you with that street philosophy, but he's very intelligent at the same time. Without further ado, I got Stylz on the phone. What's happening with you, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Now, let everybody know what motivated you to get on YouTube and start making videos.
Okay, well, this is your man, Stylz, a.k.a. Stylz, a.k.a. Mr. Monstrosity, also known as the dude you love to hate. I'm doing all my thing on the People's TV one, that's at YouTube or whatever. I started doing videos like what I used to do, me and my girl, before we used to break out and go to work. I used to listen to Sergeant Willie Pete like about 4 years ago or whatever. Every day, me and my girl would sit down, you know, we smoke a little bit or whatever, just chilling out, listen to dude because he made a whole lot of sense or whatever. But we started, he was coming from a jaded perspective. My girl at the time, you know what I'm saying, she's a degree, you know what I'm saying, college degree chick, you know, her concentration is education and psychology. So we listening to it, we both like psychoanalyzing where dude coming from. Me being a little bit more rough around the edges, it was her suggestion like, hey baby, you know, you and dude together make a contract, you know, an ill contract, y'all can fuck around and have a dope show. So because of that, I started my first channel, which was Stylz 13. I wasn't even making videos, and I reached out to Pete, and it was like, dude, straight ignored me like I was some stalking ass dude, which is, you know, could be understood because, you know what I'm saying, you know, a whole bunch of motherfuckers hitting him, and he's on the internet, so motherfuckers try to get at him. I'm unfamiliar with the whole thing, so I took it as a personal blow. But at the same time, I was like, well, you know what, let me give the contrast that he don't know because he, you know what I'm saying, said he's a two-parent, come from a two-parent household, he's in school, he's this, he's that, or whatever. Since I come from a little bit more grimier background, let me speak for those cats. So that's pretty much what set it off.
Now, Stylz, I know you've written 2 books. I believe your first book is called Why We Call You BITCH. What's the premise behind that book, and who's your target audience?
Well, the Why We Call You Bitch is my second book. My first book was I'm Just Saying, Memoirs of an Abusive Boyfriend. The second book, the one that's brought up, Why We Call You Bitch, was basically I've been doing all these different YouTube videos, and I wanted to give a perspective to females. It's real easy to do some Steve Harvey type shit, and if you do the background information on that, Steve Harvey took that whole premise from a woman. When I see all of these different books out here, you always see some lame ass nigga trying to tell females how to act, and when you really break it down, it's a dude saying his preferences towards these females or whatever. You got all these different mind states, and it's usually some entitled, like real, you know, self-conscious shit, but it's never really telling the truth. So when I wrote the book, Why We Call You Bitch, I wanted to kind of make it like a straight up letter. If you read it, I wrote it really freehand, so when females read it, it's like I'm having a conversation with you, like, well, if you do this, this might spawn that, and this is how guys react. This is where it comes from. It's not always from a place of maliciousness. It's usually a reactionary place, over describing your behavior, or pretty much, you know, you evoking these feelings in us because it's coming off as real entitled and like real, like we owe you an obligation, or they always throwing ultimatums or some shit like that. So I wanted to break down to these females kind of why, like, a lot of black men now is real disgusting with their attitudes, and we ain't really standing for it no more because we see we have options.
where can people go out and buy your book?
Actually, it's everywhere. It's on Lulu.com, Amazon.com, Barnes and Noble, ebooks. It's everywhere. Basically, if you just type in "Why We Call You Bitch," LD Owens, L.D. Owens, it'll take you straight to it. I'm gonna put another ad up on YouTube and put a direct link in it, and you can go to the my main site, and it'll give you like a 15-page review of it. You get to check it out before you can purchase it, or you can buy an ebook and have it downloaded directly to your computer, or have it delivered straight to your house within 3 to 5 days.
Now we're gonna get a little bit deep. Now you talked about having a hard life growing up and not having a close relationship with your mother. To be honest, do you think not having that motherly love was a contributing factor for you being somewhat of what they call a savage in the streets of Chicago?
Honestly, I think, like, to keep it 100 with you, yeah, man, like, my mom not being there for me and my grandma kind of being hard, like, was a curse and a blessing. Like, the curse part of it, like, I don't relate to, like, a lot of emotional shit the same way another person do. I'm a passionate cat anyway. I got a lot of energy. So because I didn't have somebody always standing on my back admonishing me to act a certain way, or don't do that, or don't do this, I had to live by, like, the seat of my pants. I had to learn shit like really hard. But at the same time, not having that basically made me look at the world realistically. So I see where a lot of people have limitations because of their inhibitions or their ethic structure, or their moral structure. I don't have that. And I think that also helps me to be a little bit more neutral when I'm analyzing something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like more separated from it emotionally, or more detached emotionally. On the flip side of it, it's kind of fucked up because I don't trust nobody. So it's like, it's really hard for me to interact with people because I'm always thinking somebody's on an angle because that's where I come from, if that makes any sense to you.
Now, my last question for you. What are some critical steps that young women can take, let's just say in their early 20s, not to become one day a woman over 35 and bitter?
I think that a lot of the young chicks these days, man, like, and I hate to say it because I have a daughter who's 21, and so she would be considered a young chick, you dig? And it's like, a lot of these chicks are living like really impulsively. They don't really know what they want. They just out here just like jumping around willy-nilly. And what I would say to any like young person, male or female, is like, concentrate on building up your resources. Concentrate on getting your life straight. Like, even for the people that's out here trying to find somebody to love them or find somebody to love, you really can't get nobody to love you if you ain't loving yourself. And if you ain't taking care of your business, taking care of you, then you ain't really got nothing to offer the next person. You're really pulling them down because they have to do double work. So what I'm saying is, I think a whole lot of these young chicks really need to slow down, stop trying to live without they fucking crotch, stop trying to like live off their bodies and their looks and all of that. Just like really like work on like building themselves up, getting themselves straight, having the resources so they can be comfortable. And if they can bring that comfort into a relationship, it changes a whole lot of things, because a lot of the stress and arguments in relationships, I believe, come from like finances and basically ego, which is like based on finances and material shit like that. So if you knock all the material and superficial shit out, you straight, you ain't wanting for nothing, then I think that you're more open-minded to be able to, deal with somebody or whatever, once you learn how the world operates and how to operate in the world, if that makes any sense.
Now, Stylz, I really appreciate you taking time out your day to do this interview. Is there any last words you would like to say before we conclude?
Now, just like, shout out everybody that comes through to the People Show. That's at Blog TV /People/Nut Ward. If you ain't checked me out, I'm at the People's TV. That's at YouTube or whatever. My books, I'm Just Saying, Memoirs of an Abusive Boyfriend, and Why We Call You Bitch, both available at Lulu, Amazon.com. I'm going to do a video of this interview itself. I'm going to put the links in there, and man, thank everybody, who rock with me and everybody who fuck with me. Other than that, I appreciate you wanting to interview me. Thanks.
All right, brother.
All right, for sure, man. Be easy.